Hello and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue with the FIFA 2022 career mode with Tottenham Hotspur. So just a quick recap, I've started playing FIFA 22 because I wasn't impressed with eFootball 2022, which is the game that I usually play. So we moved over to FIFA, so if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. And for those who have already subscribed, we really do appreciate the support, because remember, we're changing the game and taking over. So, quick recap. We lost our first match due to a mistake. Of course, I'm new to FIFA, so it'll take me a while to get used to it. We've got our second match, and I'm going to get straight into it. We've transfer listed Harry Kane, because, as I said to you in the previous episode, that my thoughts were that if I was in charge of Tottenham Hotspur, I would make sure that the player wants to leave, or did make his intentions clear that he'd probably like to move on in the summer, because of service that he's given to Tottenham, and he just wants to win a trophy, which is fair enough. I mean, he's one of the best players in the world, and I'm sure we could have done a deal with either Manchester City, Manchester United, get £200 million for him. Of course, just say he went this season or in the January transfer window, we would be able to command a fee of 200 million. Of course, they wouldn't give that all in one go, so maybe one season 100 million, and then the second season 100 million, or whatever. I mean, a deal could have been struck, and also on that basis, could have got a player in return. So if in Manchester City, for example, probably would have asked for Ferran Torres, who could then also play in that striker's position, and we wouldn't be short. Well, that's a great ball, by the way. Oh, let's go. Oh, what a goal! Already. Song, I believe that is, who we've played up front in place of Kane. And as I said, you know, we'd get a player like Ferran Torres, for example, if it's Manchester United. That's a fantastic header, by the way. I've also shortlisted some transfer targets, which I did prior to this, because I thought it'd take too long. And I will show you all of those, and we'll see how those progress. So, I mean, if it's Manchester United, probably get Martial on loan, so therefore we could get the 200 million. Because look, the clubs are paying 200 million, it's just give them a bit of time. And as I said, that money wouldn't be used for transfer targets, it'd just be there should a player then become available. And what I find now is that a lot of players, oops, got to be careful, are now moving on free transfers, or for that prices that before would have been unheard of for a player of that kind. Oh, great turn there by Son. Again, the reason I've decided to play Son, that's great football, by the way. The reason I've decided to play Son there was because just nearly got there, just because in one of the previous Champions League, I believe it was semi-finals, when Harry Kane was injured. Well, that's not very good. We've got to improve the defending, otherwise we're going to be in serious trouble. I do hold down the jockey button and then the contain button, but it's just get used to the controls. Eric Dyer in there, centre back. Need a new centre back. Zuma's my preference at the moment. We have had a bid for Davinson Sanchez. So if there's any centre backs you can recommend, I mean, I've shortlisted a whole host of players, but any good centre back that you can rule, that's Regular's a really good left back, by the way. I think this is just all about timings. Ooh. Great tackle. Well, that's a great shot and a great save by Lloris. And again, the goalkeeper's position is another one that I'm trying to find a goalkeeper. I was trying to look for Andre Onana, the Cameroon goalkeeper that plays for Ajax. I know he's currently serving a drugs ban. I won't go into the ins and outs. He's protested his innocence, but he's not on the game. Dyer could have given away, but we're off. The counter attack. Højbjerg to Bergwijn. He needs to. Oh, he's cut back in. Finesse shot coming up. Oh, trying to press the finesse shot. To just contain. Good defending there. Of course, we did get rid of Aurier. Oh, great tackle, Hoiberg. Well played out of there. That's good football. I mean, that's great football. Can we get it out? Dele Alli, we need him to really start showing the promise that he did. Regular, can you get a good cross? A great cross. Oh, defender's done well to get back. So we are in the process of course, learning the game. I like usually sending over a player just to help support. That's going to be a bit difficult at the moment. Oh, that's well done by Bergwijn. Again, another really good talented player at Tottenham. And then he gets in the way. That's it, well done. We've created a space. We've got to try and do more with it. Son. Oh, he's away. I may need to take the shot on. Oh, that's just wide. But Son's had a fantastic start to this game. I mean, that goal's given him confidence. I'm also exploring Callum Hudson-Odoi to see whether we can try and get him. I'm just looking for a really good striker. Moussa Dembele, possibly Luka Jovic. Do we say Harry Kane and try to bid for Haaland? Of course, he wouldn't come, so that wouldn't be realistic. But Lacazette, maybe in 12 months, could be one. Bergwijn. That's a great ball over the top. It was actually supposed to be there for... Oh, he's just offside. But the idea was right. Just got to get used to it. We'll probably bring on Kane in the second half. Probably should have just controlled that comeback out. But as I said, I mean, Lacazette's available on a free. I tried to get added by Akinfenwa, the Beast. Sad news is that, unfortunately, he is currently on the verge of retiring. It's well done, jockeyed nicely. Oh, Bergwijn's tried to work it out there. Oh, that's a great header by Emerson. Can Dele Alli win the header? He can. And we're away. And Dumbledore, oh, great tackle there, otherwise could have been a really good promising position. Bergwijn there doing his defensive duties. Oh, well done, Lloris. Is that the half-time whistle? It is. So that's a great result so far. There are areas to improve, but we'll slowly get there. So Son has had a fantastic game. What we'll probably do is, and it's against a really good team, Bordeaux. We are playing on difficulty mode of world class, so I'm very pleased with my work so far. Probably get 15-20 minutes and then make a few changes. I probably want to bring on Tanganga and the Atalanta centre back. I believe it's Romero, the Argentine, that was recently signed. So Tottenham spent a lot of money. They spent at least over £50 million where they bought Emerson, but that's a fantastic goal by Son. What a leap! And again, I think that could be a possible opportunity. So we look around the grounds, but we get straight onto it. I mean, hopefully we can keep this lead and see what happens. Just got to try and improve the defending. Marger. Is that Josh Marger that used to play for Fulham? Well, I mean, that is... Oh, that's poor. I mean, literally just run the length of the pitch. That's a Bafétimbi goal miss celebration. Oh, that's a really tough one to take. I mean, that's where my defending really needs to improve in FIFA. there, just too easy. I mean, it's a great finish, by the way, but shouldn't really have been in that position. That's one that I need to work on. I mean, will this 4-3-3 allow me to do that? Do I need to go with a third centre back or a 2 in midfield, a 4-2-3? Or we'll have a look. Maybe need to change that. At the moment, I've got Ndombele in that position. Højbjerg on his own. Probably might be better to try and get someone else in there. But look, at the end of the day, it's just a friendly. Of course, one of that £8 million though. If we win it, just got to play possession here. Oh, that's a ball there by Regulin. Get the ball back. Oh, Dele Alli. Oh, what a shot there! But we've worked that really well. I've changed the attacking settings to make us slightly more attacking, so as soon as we have the ball we get more players forward. As you can see there on the bottom left hand corner, it's attacking. I think that's the best way for me to go, just so that when I do have the ball, that was close. We'll try and get out. The keeper's there. I have to say, I'm actually warming to FIFA. Of course, it does make a massive difference when you have all the licenses and you can have the real players, but actually I do quite like the gameplay. Many people have been telling me for many years to play more FIFA, so the super heavyweight fans, there you have it. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, Højbjerg's in. And that's a great ball. I mean, gave the goalkeeper the eyes. Really should have shot him. Bergwijn with another goal. That's fantastic. And since we've put the attacking mode on, I think that's the turn there by Højbjerg, sorry. And as I was about to shoot, I'm sure you all thought I was going to shoot, but I just saw that opening, and that's a great fit. And the keeper's nearly got to it. So I need to improve my finishing, but that's fantastic. And what we'll do is we'll bring on Harry Kane now. I think this would be the right time for him to come on and to showcase his skills. And I think I've moved Bergwijn up front actually. I didn't even realise that, but oh well. So let's get Harry Kane on. Hey, what's happened there? I'm sure some of these players I didn't move in that position. And Ndombele. Want to keep Ali on because I want to get him as much game time as possible. This time we'll take off Dyer for Romero. Oh, the keeper that we actually have is already 82, so maybe there's no need to get a keeper. Get Kane on. Davies on that left back. Give him a go, and let's get Tanganga on for Emerson. Keep Sanchez in there. So Tanganga. Is there anyone else that we can bring on? It's just Gil. Probably. And let's put him on for Mora. Because I want Son and Harry Kane on there. So let's just see what happens. So 30 minutes to go. I think we're doing really well. I'm happy with how things have transpired. Again, a big 30 minutes. We need to get a win on the board, considering our opening day defeat. And if we can then win our third game, maybe there might be a chance of... oh, that's good defending there by Tanganga. I just tried to do what he did before. Not going to fall for that. Harry Kane with his first touch. Look at that. What a player. I do feel sorry for him actually, because what a great talent. A goal machine. Could you imagine him at someone like Man City, who dominate possession, create 15 chances a game, should we say, on average? Well, he's just gone offside. He's got to hold his line there because the youngsters had a lot of time there. Probably just got excited, and ends up in an offside position. That was well worked by us again. Pembele. Do I go to a more defensive style? Not at the moment. I think it's too early. Great header there. Harry Kane wins a flick on. Oh, that's a good ball in there. Ball just gets tackled. Don't want him getting injured. That's £200 million worth of talent right there. That's a great flick on in the shot, and what a goal! Goes Celso. You've always got to have a playmaker in there, and this is on the difficulty mode of world class, I must add. That's great. Harry Kane involved in the build-up, wins a flick on, allows us to keep possession. Dele Alli, but that flick by Gil and that finish by Lo Celso, keeper had no chance. And look at that, what a finish on the difficulty mode of world class. Very impressed. So 3-1. I'm hoping that the team that beat us ends up losing. Ends up with a result that works in our favour. Very good defending here. Too easy. Sanchez gets Emerson away. Barcelona actually brought him back from loan, or had a buyback clause. Gil's offside again. I think I was trying to avoid playing him, but he looks dangerous. If I could get Riyad Mahrez in that position, or Hakim Ziyech, that'll be the one. Oh, it's tight, but VAR, or the assistant referee, gives that. Doesn't really lead to a goal scoring opportunity, but I forgot what I was actually saying before we played that pass, but oh well, it'll come to me. So it's been a good performance. I want to probably try and get some of the youngsters in, but at the same time I'm trying to win this tournament because we need the financial incentives. Harry Kane again works so hard. Oh, that's great defending there. Oh, Gil nearly gets away from his man. That's a great tackle. Dele Alli's trying to get as many minutes on the pitch. Harry Kane, can he play? Oh, that's the right idea. But Dele Alli couldn't quite get on the end of it. But we are looking for free transfers or players that you recommend. Of course, should you have watched the channel before, you'll notice Dele Alli can't quite find the pass. That's a great ball there to Gil though. Good strong tackle. If he gets away from his player. Harry Kane, great run in there. Great defending by Bordeaux. It should be ours, got to win that header. It's a great header there by Romero. Good hold up play there by Harry Kane again. Oh, he's trying to back ref. You've got to give us the free kick. There wasn't really an advantage. And Kalu looks a good player there as well. But what a fantastic performance. And Marja's done really well, of course. He may be one that we need to look at. But I'm looking at a few more signings possibly. But Gil's look dangerous. He's just tried to get the shot. Tried to bring it out on his left foot. And the final whistle is blown. Fantastic victory. Very happy with that 3 goals. Of course, our defending still needs to improve, especially when we start playing in the Premier League. But the manager's happy. And the players have got a win on the board after the disappointing goal conceded within the last 10 minutes. But Heung-min Son rightly taking the plaudits. And I think we've got a good team here, as I said. Whether Kane was sold or not, I think Tottenham still have a good enough team to sort of get in to the top 6, top 8 easily. So I hope they haven't really upset Kane too much and haven't made too much of a mistake. But we just move on straight away. Advance. Of course, Harry Kane will probably start the next match. So let's have a look at the table. I know in FIFA they actually do the interviews after the game, so that'll be interesting. But again, please do support the channel. We'll try to actually with now everybody's on the same amount of points, so that's worked really well in our favour. Very happy with that. A couple of transfers there. Rodon's loan offer, I think that looks really good. Shout, get the player out. Kane transfer. I made a blunder with the Kane transfer. I'm really disappointed because we had 137, and I reckon we could have got another 50 million from that, or even 40 million. But let's have a look at Rodon's transfer to Munchen Gladbach. The young, I think he can go. Just want to see what's in it. They have offered him a wage split and loan of the deal. So, do we have to negotiate or delegate? Loan with option to buy, just a loan, 1 year loan. That's it. So currently in I don't know whether, I mean, when I've played it before, the part where you actually try and negotiate, it tends to be copyright. So we'll try that one out. And Ganga's going nowhere. I'm not selling him. He'll be a player that actually plays a lot. Harry Kane. Let's see if anyone's interested. But what we'll do is we'll just continue. We'll get to the next match, then I'll end the episode. But as I said, there's a lot to talk about. While you're here, I'll show you some of the players in my transfer hub that I've shortlisted. So Declan Rice, possibly Dean Henderson as a goalkeeper, but I didn't realise our goalkeeper was 80, so of course that's a good backup. Koulibaly, I know at one point he was worth 100 million, but I know his value has dropped, possibly 48 million. Might have to offer between 56. Of course, that's not going to be something we can afford. This is a player that I'm really interested in. I followed him for a while he was in the French league. Victor Osimhen, Çalhanoğlu, Sanchez. Possibly, could we revive his career? And if we do get rid of Harry Kane, I'm sure we could get him on the cheap. We need some experience. Kier Tonali's a long-term option in that midfield. Of course, they call him the next Andre Pirlo, but I think even though he looks like him, a slightly different game. Kessie has 12 months left on his contract, so let's just see what would happen there. They're asking for 42 million. He's got 12 months to run in his contract. Bakayoko, Ceballos, Gareth Bale, maybe 12 months left on his contract as well. And should he not sign, I think we'll scoop in. Kondogbia is a really good player, physically very strong in that midfield. Wouldn't mind him. Herrera's stamina is off the charts. The Mexican captain. Umtiti doesn't really get much of a game at Barcelona, and we do need a centre back. 19 million. I'm sure they'll sell him cheaper than that. Dest, right back. Just looking at options. Coutinho again. Someone 25 million. I think he's a really good player, and more importantly, proven in the Premier League. But Dembele, 12 months to run on his contract. Tammy Abraham, always looking for a long-term striker. He's only 23 years old. And I think, of course, he's only just gone to Roma. This is a player that used to play for PSG. I'm a big fan of his. Bacca. And I think that will result in us getting rid of our backup left back. And, of course, we've got Ryan Sessegnon as well. Pereira's one that I actually, when I first played FIFA, he came part of my pack. And been a big fan since. I mean, he's a tank. So see if we can get him. Draxler possibly isn't getting much game time. Cardi, now that Messi's arrived, probably might not get much game time as well. So, but he's a bit too expensive. Mina, just looking at options, looking at a centre back. Just someone. Zuma's my preferred centre back. Gravenberch, Hamza Chowdhury. Of course, we need to put in an Asian player into the team. Mesut Ozil, my boy, Nabil Fekir. I mean, look at that. Oh, he's actually really expensive. I thought he'd be a bit cheaper. Saar, we're looking at Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Jesus, and Martial. So some young players in there. Let me know what you think. Maybe Moussa Dembele might be a quick player that I want to have a search for. So I'll quickly do that now, and then we'll end the episode. Dembele, Musa Dembele. So let's have a quick look. There he is. I see him, 24 years old, so he could be one that we shortlist as well. Put him in there. Of course, we're looking for a long-term striker. And let me just get Lacazette in there because I know he's on a 12. Does anyone know actually how to identify who's going to be under 12 months left of their contract? I'm sure he's 12 months left, but we'll just shortlist him, see what happens. I mean, again, fantastic player. And you sell Harry Kane and then you do a deal with him. I know he plays for Arsenal, but we got to get past that. And let's get on. So, a big friendly game. Training day. Hopefully we can simulate all. You will simulate at the highest grade. Are you sure you want to simulate? Yep. It's good. Some of the players getting good training in there. Need to give a few of the youngsters a chance. But there's some reports coming in regarding some players. So let's have a look. Declan Rice, Zuma. Details of report. International interest have been brought to my attention that Jeremy has been approached by Newcastle United for 20 million. Of course, we can't make any decision as to how we go about buying a player, but let's see if we can't buy him because he's just gone to West Ham. But Jerry Mina, let's have a quick look. Strength 80. I like to have those big centre backs. Mangala, I want to see if Mangala's around as well, just as a squad player. Of course, we've got Romero. What's happened to Toby Alderweireld? I don't see him anywhere in my squad. But loan agreement's been accepted. Let's just hope he can go out there, play a bit of football. Very good player. Saw him at the Euros. Kane still negotiating. Oh, I've got to get back. Hopefully they can take him on. As I said, you'd be mad. He's 27 years old, is Harry Kane. And Dembele transfer offer. Well, he was purchased for around. So they've put a bid in. I'm going to go for 60 to 70. So start off there. I mean, I think he's a really good player, but this delegate, start the offer, yep, and nothing less than 60. I think that's something along those lines, that's what he was purchased for. Let's go. Let's just delegate that, see what happens. Davinson Sanchez. I really want to keep him because he's 25 and not many centre backs are out there, so I think we've done that one already. Let's just check that out. So getting used to how FIFA works, so I do apologise, but I'm sure it'll get easier the more I play. Big match against Sevilla, so we'll end the episode here. It's a winner takes all, so I think it's going to be a really difficult match, but should we be able to beat Sevilla, then I'm sure we'll be able to win this whole tournament, or at least make it out of the group stages and see what happens. But we'll end the episode here. Just want to thank everyone for your support. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, and maybe want to try and get a player that I'm a big fan of, the Wolves striker. I forgot his name now. Traore. So again, we'll do that. But we'll do that next episode. So I just want to thank everyone for your support. Really appreciate that. And please do subscribe, like, and comment to help support the channel. And maybe we'll start that later on in career mode very, very soon. Remember, we're changing the game and taking over.